So if you're like me, when you first get started on YouTube or as you're thinking about starting YouTube, you want to have the perfect camera and the perfect setup. But back in 2017, I didn't have any of that. In fact, I started on my phone and I started with a plain blue wall that was in an extra bedroom in my mother's house. And honestly, looking back on it, I'm glad I just started and didn't wait for the perfect setup. So in this video, I want to share a budget-friendly YouTube setup, a way that you can get started with what you have, and then share with you some things along the way that I have done that is kind of considered like a more expensive setup, but still pretty simple. So whether you're just getting started with creating content or you're looking to upgrade, I want to show you that it doesn't take a whole lot of fancy gear and the best microphone and perfect lighting in order to get started on your content creation journey. So let's get into the video. Hey guys, Nicole here. Welcome back to my channel. Over here we talk about all things YouTube tips, tricks, and things we are learning along the way. And we also talk about our monetization journey. So this video is a little bit different. I want to take you all behind the scenes and really just show you my simple YouTube setup and kind of talk about how it's evolved over the years, because what is simple for me now was crazy and unimaginable for me a few years ago, especially because of the current camera I'm using. So when I first got started, I thought I needed all the best gear. I wanted the best gear. I was saving up for a camera. And then finally, I decided to just start. So like I mentioned, I was on a plain blue background in my mom's home. And you guys, I used my cell phone and I propped it up on books, sat in front of a window and used the natural lighting. And that cost me nothing because I already had my cell phone. So that's how I started. Nothing fancy, just some daylight and my cell phone that I already have. I learned how to edit on iMovie, which I used a very old MacBook to do. And that was it. That was how I made my videos. And while I wasn't always happy with that setup, I took what I had and I worked with it. And the most important thing is your message, your consistency, and just starting. Now, of course, you want to have a clear picture. You want to make sure people can hear you well. But if you don't have a good message, if what you're sharing doesn't even matter, then it doesn't matter how clear your video is, how perfect your lighting is, and how great of a mic you have. No one's going to watch your videos. So that's where I started. And over time, I realized that on a gloomy day like today, if you can see through my mirror back here, I can't get any natural lighting. So I decided to upgrade to a ring light that I'm still using today, you guys. So that was like 5-6 years ago that I finally invested in a $100 ring light. And to this day, I have not changed my lighting setup. In fact, right now I'm using my ring light and the natural lighting from my living room. So you can take it up a notch, especially if you're using your phone. So some things I bought along the way is a tripod for my phone and a microphone. But again, you don't need those because most iPhones have great quality. But if you want some options, I will leave some examples down below of simple microphones that I got. And the best thing right now is that Amazon is having some Prime Day deals. So if you want to invest in your business, this is the perfect time. Now, while I don't really use the microphones that I bought before, something I do use, and even to this day, I still use, especially if I am vlogging on my phone and we're going out of town, is this tripod. I take this tripod with me almost everywhere because my phone can fit and it can do horizontal and vertical video. And y'all, look how long this tripod is. It can stand up in front of me. The legs go out. The stand is just like a tripod. And I still use this to this day to film content, to take pictures, and it is perfect, inexpensive. So if you're going to just use your phone and you want to upgrade, you can simply upgrade to something like this. So that's really it. If I was doing a simple YouTube setup and I wanted to budget and save my money and just really get started, that is what I would do. I would still be filming on my phone and I would prop my phone up on books. I get a $15 mic maybe from Amazon and a tripod if I just really felt like I needed something sturdy. Natural lighting. Now, of course, you can see that over time I have changed up my setting. I have upgraded a little bit. So I actually want to talk about my current setup and how I'm filming this video right now. So first of all, as you can see, I created the perfect setup office style look that I wanted for my videos, and this was something I wanted to do whether I was doing videos or not. I actually have a vlog on my main channel that I will link with how I did all of this, but most of this stuff came from Amazon or TJ Maxx or Hobby Lobby, simple places where I found certain pieces that I really liked and a setup that I really liked. I already had the desk, I already had the computer, so I just added to it and made this little corner my filming setup, because one of the hardest things for me to do is turn on the camera when I don't like my environment. If no other place in my home is clean and put together and perfect, this area is. So find a corner in your home, make it your own. You don't even have to go this crazy. Maybe you just have like your favorite artwork behind you, or just a plain background with some greenery. It doesn't have to be crazy, just make it fit you. This was my vision for what I wanted this small corner office nook that I have in my home to look like. This is what I wanted just for me, because I don't have anywhere in my home to have an office, so I decided to turn this little corner into a place that I love and can come and feel the work vibes and love to film here. So that is just something I did for me. But if you look at older videos, I literally was just sitting here with my computer as my background on a blank wall, and those videos still did great. So now let's talk about how I have you propped and how I'm filming right now. So typically you see me sitting down in my chair when I film these videos. Right now I am standing and I have you on a table. So I'm just gonna take you around and kind of show you my setup. So as you can see, it is a gloomy day. Typically I will have my blinds open. I have this door here that's actually directly facing my little office setup. I have these here that I typically open up. Here is my ring light that I have pointing this way, actually, so that the light isn't too bright on me. And I will typically open up those windows. And then here is my little filming space. There is not a lot of space here, as you can see. And so what I do is I prop you all up on this little tabletop that can adjust and go up and down, and I can move you in and out so that the camera is not too close to me. I'm also filming on my DJI. That is literally the only thing I film on, and I do not change the settings. And then you can see my iPad propped here. It's kind of like a teleprompter, just giving me, you know, my notes close to me so that I know what I'm going to say next if I need to check them. So yeah, that's it. And I'm going to film another video for my main channel. Literally all I'm going to do is prop this camera up maybe on my table over here, or bring this little rolling table over here, sit on the couch, point the light at me, and go. And I'm using all regular settings on my camera. As you can see, there's really not much to my setup, you guys. It's very simple, it's very easy. But something you may have noticed is this camera was sitting on my couch because I wanted to show you all something else that I invested in and why it's so important to only invest in things if you know you're going to use it. So this was the first camera that I saved up for and I bought. The thing is, it was very complicated for me. I had the hardest time figuring out the settings, and a lot of the times, you guys, I went back to my iPhone. Now with the DJI, it is pretty expensive. I had to save up for it, but it is one of the best purchases. It's very simple for me. It's very easy to use. I can make vertical content very easily. I can kind of navigate the settings a little bit easier. It is not a hard camera for me to navigate. And so yeah, this was one of the best purchases that I've made, along with my ring light. Like, that was the best purchase that I'm still using to this day. Something else that has changed over the year is that I use Final Cut Pro and I use Epidemic Sound to edit my videos. But besides that, you guys, that's the only things that I've really truly invested in. And I wanted to just show you really quick that it does not have to take a lot to film. If anything, I would say use your iPhone, invest in lighting, so when you have gloomy days like this, you can still record. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link a budget-friendly and a more expensive setup option for you guys down in the description box below in case you're interested. But if you're just starting out, guys, just use what you have. I honestly am very proud of the videos that I did early on, and I'm proud of myself for just hitting record and not letting that stop me. But not only that, I'm glad that I saved up, took the time to figure out what I really liked, and set up my space that I am proud of, that I'm going to use, that is functional, and that it's not going to just cost me a whole lot of money just to look pretty in videos. Like, it's something I actually want to to do to spruce up my home. So the moral of the story is start with what you have and build up to what you want. Upgrade when you can, but it's definitely not necessary. Save for what you want and really make sure it's something you're going to use. Don't waste your money on things just because you see other creators have them, because it's not necessary. If you can't use it, if you don't know how to work it, it's just going to be a waste of your money. So let me know down in the comments if your setup is similar to mine, if you have something different, or the future setup that you would like to have. I would love to see how other people are creating their videos. And if this helped you or inspired you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you can get more videos like this. I've got more tips and more videos about how I'm creating content and the things I'm doing on the way, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.